Hello, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. I will be the speaker of this channel. And the first thing is that we are a credit educational company, and we strictly speak about the different things that are going on in the credit industry. So, with everything going on and all the changes, we would like to first of all, let the public know of these changes because everything changes every 3 to 6 months in the credit industry. And a lot of people really don't know where they stand. So let me get right into this video. The first thing is that my name is Lima, and I will be speaking to you all on behalf of Make Me a CPN. And the first thing is that we all at this point know what a CPN is. Um, and unfortunately, um, this CPN name, the situation that it has with the credit industry, has been very bad in the last few years. I've known about CPN since 2014. And around that time, it was a little bit unknown to the public. It was one of those things where um, you know, could kind of like get underneath the table or, nobody knows type of thing. But now it has gone mainstream. And one of the reasons why that it has gone mainstream the way that it has is because of the media, and I feel like they have demonized the name in a very bad way. But also, there have been a lot of people, consumers, that have got this number and have not used it for the right purpose. So those are the two reasons why the CPN, has the reputation that it does. Um, Now, here's the thing with this. I want to, first of all, if you guys are not aware of what it is, I am going to go over it. The CPN is a 9-digit credit profile number, and it is used or supposed to be used for credit related things like auto loans, credit cards, anything that's related to credit, besides the fact of using it on government things like mortgages and stuff like that. You're not supposed to use it for that. um, so now that I've gone into that, I want to go a little bit further on the gray area that we have. Is it legal? Is it not illegal? That is the main thing, and I guess that's it. That it's like a tug of war that's going on. Like, is it legal? Is it not illegal? What is it? The first thing is that to me, um, I'm going to kind of demonstrate something. We all have our social security number, right? But then we also have our EIN numbers if you're a business owner. So, with that being said, I can use my EIN number for the same credit reasons. It'll be tied to my name, it'll be tied to my address and everything, but I can use this number to build, most of the time, business credit because it's issued by the IRS. So most of the time, you're not really, when you use your EIN number, you're not using your social anyways. The same thing that works with, a CPN. The only difference is that it's not issued by the IRS. It is not a social. Let me say this again. It is not a social. Um, and I don't know how people that think they know about CPNs keep dictating on it's illegal because you're using somebody else's social. In my experience, I've been in this industry long before everybody knew. And I can tell you that it's not a social security number. It looks like a it looks like a social security number, but it is not. An EIN number looks like a social security number, but it is not. So where are we at here? Okay. So now that we know that part, let me go into something else that's been brought up with this that has also been demonized. Um, you do have a lot of people that really take advantage of this thing. Like they really don't use it for the sole purpose that it's supposed to be used for. Yes, it can help you get bailed out of a lot of different stuff. You know, there are people that got stuff on their credit, like the regular Social Security credit. They got a whole bunch of stuff on there, and sometimes they want the easy way out. So then they get the CPNs, they get the trade lines, they add this stuff on it. It raises the score up to seven something. Then they go about getting credit cards and all of this other stuff. And to me, that's not the way to use this thing. You're supposed to be building this number up so that when rough times come, you can be able to count on that as like a second thing to bail you out of whatever situation. Now, to me, I don't think that it's right for um let's just say, for instance, people get evictions all the time. As a matter of fact, we are in the most biggest eviction phase this country has ever seen. There are so many people that's gotten evicted because of the due to the COVID epidemic and everything. And people have this stuff on their records and they won't be able to find a place to live. Now you tell me what is wrong. Not having a roof over your head or actually just trying to get a roof over your head by any means necessary. I think that everybody deserves to get a roof over their head by any means necessary. And I just don't understand this world, how they think that that is a crime. Oh, you're not using, I'm speaking how people, try to give this number a bad name. Oh, you're not using your credit, but da 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 da. But you have people that don't have a place to live, that can't get certain things and they need these things, but they can't get them because of one little mistake that maybe wasn't even their fault. You know what I mean? So who is to say what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right? Nobody is. So that's why I say, whenever you get a CPN, because let me tell you, they're never going to die. CPNs are never going to die. As long as credit is around, you better believe CPNs are always going to be around. No matter how tight the restrictions are when it comes to getting certain things, they're going to be here. So I just want to let everybody know in 2022, moving forward, CPNs will be here. Okay. So now that I've touched on that part, now let's move forward. Um, Again, it is not a crime to not use your social. Have you ever heard have you now let me go back to enforcement, law enforcement and all of this other stuff. Okay, so we've seen um ABC News, NBC News, make these stories And then you have people saying, "Oh, it's illegal," and then you see the person that's selling the CPNs. They're trying to make them out to be a bad person when really these people are just, to me, they're just trying to help, and they're charging a fee. Yes, it's a fee. It comes at a price. Like, you have to pay for these things. It's just like anything else. Um, so you have these news outlets. You have little websites, trade line websites, credit websites that um, they talk about how bad it is and all of that other stuff. They're only saying that because they're just trying to hop on the bandwagon and trying to say they're selling a service too. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't even matter. They're just hopping on the bandwagon. So with that being said, um, people, listen, do your research. Make sure that you educate yourself on what's best for you. Don't worry about whatever it is, the legal repercussions of things and all of that. Worry about what's best for you. And by all means, do it, because everybody has a right to live around here. And, we already know that our government and all the things that are in it is corrupt as it is. So we're not going to try to pretend like America is ran on a wholesome turf, and they're not. So moving forward, we should not care about what is legal and all of this stuff. I've only known a few people, not know personally, but know of a few people that's gone to jail. And these people that have gone to jail over this, very few people have gone to jail over this. I just want to be clear. And the people that have gone to jail were either stupid. They actually, now I'm going to tell you something. They actually were using people's social security numbers and calling them as CPNs. And that's illegal when you use somebody else's social. But it's a 9-digit credit file that is tied to the credit bureaus only. It is not a social. I don't know why they keep saying that. It is not a social. Okay? A 9-digit number in place of a social, if that makes sense. Just like your EIN number. Let me say it again, folks. For the people in the back, just like your EIN number, same thing. You put that in place of it. Same thing. So what I have pulled up here, um, we are helping people get approved for apartments, because again, there has been a huge, how should I say, thing about these evictions that are going on. It is so crazy. People are losing their houses. The inflation, I mean, it's just this is so much stuff that's going on, and people are losing a roof over their head behind this stuff. And you know what? It's hard for them to come back. This is what this CPN is for. Folks, if you got an eviction, you can't get approved for an apartment. This is the program for you, okay? Now, there are different packages of this program that may be helpful. So make sure you go to the website at www.makemeacpn.com. Do your research prior to you actually making a decision. Now, I want to go back before I leave. Scams, okay? CPNs are not a scam. It is a real thing. It is a real number, and it's real. There's nothing scamish about that. Now, do you have people out here selling these numbers, and they're getting the people that are selling these numbers are scamming people out of thousands of dollars? No, you don't need to pay $1,000 for a CPN. Okay, you just right there, that should have been your red flag right there. If they're charging a lot of money just to have that, no, it should it no it, it should be a base price around this area. It should not take them a week to get your numbers. So I just want to clarify that for people that are actually looking, for a second chance. We like to call it a second chance credit because that's what it is, a second chance at credit. And you know, we just wanted to clarify that. So, with that being said, these are the things that we help people on. If you need apartment approval assistant, documentation, things like that. Um, we do offer trade lines, but that is a totally different website. But the main thing here is helping people, getting approved for apartments and other things too. Now, the last thing I want to say is if you don't get a CPN, or if you get a CPN, you have to be wise with this stuff. You cannot have a purpose like, oh, I'm going to get it, boom, 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 everything's going to happen fast. No, 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 no. It used to happen that way. There are things that, it used to be a time when you get this and everything happens fast, but now it's not working that way. You have to build it up. So just when you go through these processes and stuff like that, whether it's with our company or with another company, be mindful about what you do, and don't expect a fast overnight. Nothing good comes easy. Okay, but I will say that this does work. So we will be making some educational credit videos for our channel. I hope this gives a good description about what CPNs are, what they do. Are they legal? Are they not illegal? The scams, how it can help you. I hope that it covers all of this for you guys so that you can ponder on these things and do your own due diligence and find the right program for you. And I want to thank you all for listening to me, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. You will find this channel very informative and truthful and straight to the point. Thank you guys.